Hello, this is Diana. This is my Trailblazers of the Universe YouTube channel. On my channel, I blend a mix of spirituality, self-improvement, and holistic healing to inspire you to become your best self. If that sounds good to you, make sure to hit those like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons. Affirmations are very powerful. Words are spells. Word is bond. Speak what you want into existence, and anything that you are identifying as often becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I think I'm going to make this into a series of doing positive affirmations every week. And I'm going to do it in a style that's a pick a card style. How it's going to work is I'm going to pick 3 different affirmation cards from this deck called Affirmations Words of Inner Wisdom by Lorraine Anderson. So these are going to be affirmations for you to maybe affirm all this week or even to just reflect on for inspiration. But I do recommend saying them out loud because they're more powerful when you say them out loud. You could say them mentally too, whatever feels right for you. So I'm going to pick 3 cards from this deck and I'm going to show you each card and then you just decide which one resonates more with you. There might be one that stands out to you more visually or you just feel drawn to it for some reason. Maybe you're clairaudient and you hear that you should choose this. Whichever one speaks to you. And if there are more than one that speaks to you, then pick more than one. And I will put the timestamps in this video as well for each card. And I'll just give you intuitive guidance that I'm receiving when I pick up these cards. So the first card, card number 1 is this one. Card number 2 that came out. So some of these have sacred geometry on them. And then the third one is... So pick whichever one resonates with you and look at the timestamp in the description. And like I said, it could be multiple cards. These cards are timeless. So whenever they reach you, they're okay. It doesn't have to be just for this week. Whenever it finds you, that's when it will resonate for you. So for the group of people that chose card 1, there will come a time when you will leave this human experience and changing your mind will no longer be an option. And the affirmation that goes with that is you have the right to choose. The message I get from this card is taking your power back and appreciating the life that you do have. So I'm picking up a few things from this card. We're saying choose. I think it's basically saying that you should appreciate the life that you do have right now. Being grateful for what you have in the present moment. Taking advantage of your free will, your right to choose, taking your power back. You don't have to live a life that's default based on the life that you think you should live or that society tells you should live. You have the right to choose. You don't have to agree with all of the programming. It's okay to live a life that people don't understand. You have the power of choice. Even if you feel like you're stuck in a certain situation, you still have the power to choose something different. You can choose a different thought. You can choose a different feeling. You can choose a different action. But make sure your choices are in alignment with your best and your highest self. How would that version think, feel, and act more in alignment with that? So I want you to really reflect on the affirmation. You have the right to choose. So I would affirm that this week. Or something along those lines. I have the power to choose. Whatever resonates more with you. Because sometimes affirmations that resonate more with us, like the wording that you would use, fit better. Reflect back on this during the week. Where have you been giving away your power of your right to choose? Maybe to others, you're letting people choose things for you or decide the kind of life that you want to live. Do you agree with that? Take your power back today by making your choice. So the question is also, what will you choose for yourself today, for this week? Where are you going to choose that's in alignment with where your life wants to go? So that's group 1. Now let's look at number 2. If you chose your positive affirmation and reflection for the week is become. Close your eyes. What does your best self look like? Open your eyes. Become your vision. Maybe you could conjure up an affirmation that you are this version, like whatever it is. I am what? What is it that you strive to be in this world? This could be related to your purpose. This could be like an adjective that describes you, something that you want to become. And it also helps to actually visualize this So, if you really want to manifest something, if you can visualize yourself in this, like actually put in all the sensory, like what would you be looking at? What would you be hearing? What would you be smelling, feeling? In that ideal version of you, you want to be a public speaker, like you can imagine yourself speaking in front of millions of people. Or if it's something else that you're interested in, just really put yourself in, become the version. So this actually is related to the last card we did, and a lot of what I talk about on my channel about becoming the version, thinking, feeling, and acting like that version. And I like that it says open your eyes. I think that open your eyes also means like see it happening right now in the present moment. Don't put it like in the future. You know, say I am whatever it is that you want to be aligned with. Say that in the present moment. Act as if you are it right now. Begin to see the world and yourself fitting in the world as that as well. So become your vision today. The last card for group 3, positive affirmation and reflection, is cry. The earth never held back rain out of fear of looking weak. It releases when it needs to so that the sun can shine again. Maybe this is for someone who doesn't like to show their emotions and sees that as being weak. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. Crying is a form of release. I always say that depression comes from lack of expression. When you're holding back your feelings, keeping it all in, keeping it inside. Crying is actually very therapeutic. So you don't have to cry in front of anybody, you know, if you're worried about appearing weak. But there's actually a lot of power and strength in vulnerability. When you're able to be vulnerable without fear of judgment, without fear of looking weak. But when you can just be your authentic self and accept all aspects of yourself, your light self, your shadow self, it's all about balance, right? And sometimes in order for us to move forward and evolve in our life, we have to emotionally heal. We have to express ourselves. And tapping in with your authentic self is also honoring your emotions and releasing or maybe expressing them in a creative way. Like for me, content creation is very therapeutic for me. And yes, I cry when I need to too. I don't hold anything back. Even if I'm just doing it privately, I feel better after I cry, releasing. It releases when it needs to so that the sun can shine again. So you have to kind of ride the wave. There's seasons and cycles for everything. Ebbs and flows. You're going to have your ups and your downs. You have to ride the wave. Emotions are just energy in motion. So instead of suppressing them, holding them back, how can you find a healthy way to express your emotions? If it's not crying, maybe it's yelling, maybe it's punching a pillow, maybe it's working out, maybe it's dancing, writing. There are other ways besides crying, but it seems like someone might need to cry to release all of that build-up emotions and tension inside. So give it a try. You can do it in your own privacy. You can do it in your pillow, your room. You can have an angry cry session. That's what you need to do. Sometimes that's what's needed. Don't feel bad about it. As someone that does energy work, I do IET, integrated energy therapy, and I'm studying Reiki as well. And what I'm learning about is what happens when we suppress our emotions energetically. It actually causes your energy blockages in your chakras and even in the different pressure points with the IET as well. So releasing is very important. Finding ways to get that energy moving. Energy doesn't want to be stuck, right? It wants to move. So how can you express yourself today? An affirmation to go with this: there is strength in my vulnerability. It is okay for me to cry. Maybe I honor my emotions. My emotions are valid. So that's all I have for today. And let me know in the comments if these resonated, or if you want to talk about the card that you picked and the affirmation, or maybe if you created your own affirmation. I would love to hear them. If you like this content, hit those like and subscribe buttons. I also have a Facebook group, Instagram, TikTok, and 2 podcasts. The links are in this video description. I also offer coaching. If you need intuitive guidance to motivate and support you on your spiritual healing and or self-improvement journeys, my contact information is in this video description. Have a good day. Namaste.